our last episode, we explored the amazing city of Chiang Mai. This time around, we grabbed some motorbikes and head out into the hills to what would quickly become our favorite area of Thailand so far, the little town of Pai.
Well, Randy and Jody left us yesterday. It's kind of a bummer, but the show must go on. Today we're getting out of here. We're going to a place called Pai. Which just by the sound of it sounds great. I love Pai.
So we rounded up Jason and Jen and then tried to figure out how to get there.
We just go up here to the light, take a right. Last time, let's see. To the light,
Ready?
take a right,
Check.
and just follow it. And then,
Should we just follow you?
shit, I don't know.
How many flips do you have on your gas?
Full.
Yeah, but I mean, how many flips?
6.
I've only got 5.
And we're off.
The road from Chiang Mai to Pai, it's only about 60 miles long. But in those 60 miles, there's 762 turns. It's a motorcycle's dream.
Break time for gas. This road is awesome. Tons of turns. The road is great, smooth, and the scenery, man, you just can't beat it. Going through the jungle, up into the mountains, temples, villages, lots of little roadside stands everywhere. Pretty awesome.
After a pretty fun day on the open road with our big old hogs, we made it to the little town of Pai. And after checking into our hotel, we had to check this place out. Pai is a little tiny town way up in the northwest corner of Thailand. It's become a popular hub for backpackers, budget-minded travelers, and hippies alike, thanks mostly to its laid-back atmosphere. And as much as we love this little town, its walking streets, and its endless rows of nighttime food carts, our favorite part of Pai was all of the cool stuff to see just outside of town.
Well, unfortunately, Jen has to work today. She's back at the hotel, so we have to take it upon ourselves to check this place out. And right now, we're in the Pai Canyon. It's, well, at least what Pai claims to be their answer to the Grand Canyon back in the States. It's beautiful here. Not quite as big and grand as the Grand Canyon, but still, it's pretty awesome. Look, monkeys. Monkeys in the wild.
The Pai Canyon's not only a great place to spot some monkeys, it's the perfect place to get lost for the day, hike on some pretty hairy trails, and just take in the scenery.
Well, that's a tight trail.
There's plenty of handholds.
And the next morning, with the full team back in the saddle, we hopped on our hogs to check out some of the surrounding area. Just a few miles out of town, we come to one of my favorite stops in all of Pai, the land split.
Hello, how how you today? Welcome to the land spread. We have high biscuit juice and many food from garden. Do you want Thai some drink, some snack? Up to you. Food donation. Thank you. ขอบคุณครับ
This place is great. This is the land split just out of Pai. We're gonna go up and check this out. Back in 2008, the land on this farm just opened up. And this farmer was pretty sharp. He figured people would want to see it. I want to see it. I know Brenda wants to see it. So he kind of made it a tourist attraction, but it's not like any other tourist attraction we've ever been to. Here's the trail. He's opened up his farm for visitors to come check it out by donation, but he also gives you a bunch of treats and snacks from the farm. And he's a pretty cute guy. I kind of think we should take him home.
In 2008, after a large earthquake, the land on this farm just opened up and split. And then again in 2009, and another big earthquake, it opened up even more. And then again in 2011, you guessed it, another earthquake and even more of a split.
This is cool.
Realizing that this was quite the sight to see, the farmer put in hiking trails not only through the fault line, but around the entire area. Through the family garden, up through the farm, and finally to the top of the mountain for some pretty great views.
If you ever come to Pai, come check out the land split. It's cool. And the family, they're awesome. I think they're genuinely thrilled that people come and see this. They seem super excited. Bananas.
And of course, after a bit of hiking around, you gotta relax in some of their bamboo hammocks.
How's it going?
Good. Just get a little rocket on.
And even better, have a few treats from the farm.
Banana chips.
And no stop at the land split would be complete without a ride on this.
This seems like a really good idea.
Yep, those are the brakes.
Pretty awesome. The small child's sandals and a small child on this ride. Jason's as far up the hill as you can get. Brakes, check. Steering, check.
I went higher than that, Jeff.
How was that?
That was pretty fun. I don't think the brakes actually work.
No, you gotta push it forward.
Oh, forward.
Yeah.
That's why the brakes
And not too far from the land split, there's the perfect place to cool down from Thailand's summer heat. But quite possibly even better than this swimming hole was this little coffee shop way out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, your Thai iced tea is delicious.
Brenda's drinking all my drink.
It's good.
She's a drink monster. Never share a drink with Brenda. What'd you get?
Watermelon frappe?
Do you think I'd like a taste of that?
Nope.
And just a little bit farther up the road from this picturesque little coffee shop lies one of Pai's most famous sights. The bamboo bridges over the rice fields of Pai are worth a trip to Thailand all by themselves.
I don't know if I knew it before, but sitting in a bamboo hut in some rice paddies and watching it rain was on my bucket list.
But after a few days in Pai and 5 weeks in Thailand with Jason and Jen, it was time.
Good news, bad news. Good news, we spent like 5 weeks with these guys. Bad news, tomorrow they're leaving.
But we're going to get back together, so it's not like we're going. It's like sailing. We're never going to go apart forever.
Oh, that's sweet. They're going back to Jen's homeland, back to the Philippines.
And we're leaving on your birthday.
Thanks for nothing. Get over here.
And that's about it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Join us next time as we explore Chiang Rai before heading off to Vietnam.
Yeah, you want-